Good afternoon.
Hi, Judge. How are you?
Doing all right.
Good.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm glad you're here, Mr. Holliday. I'm hoping the jail's got Miss Glover ready.
Absolutely. She's sitting here. And on that note, it'll be the first three or all three ladies, and they're all sitting here ready to go as well.
Okay, perfect. Great. Thank you.
You bet. Here we go.
All right. Miss Glover, I do have a copy of the eval that you did just recently. I did have a little bit of concern about it. But Mr. Holliday, is there anything that you want to say before I pass sentence, or does your client wish to say anything?
Judge, I would just hope that there is an option for house arrest available for my client. She has spent a considerable amount of time in custody on this case. Also, Judge, I know that the city will raise the issue that she has this may be a second or a third DUI. I know it is at least a second. She received that DUI after this DUI, but pled on it before this DUI. So that is why it is a higher ranking, but really this one is more previous in time. So if the court thinks that, I understand why the court might have had some concerns with that evaluation. It did not recommend treatment. And I think one of the reasons why it didn't is because she has received a considerable amount of treatment after the most recent DUI. That's all I really have, Judge.
All right. Did your client wish to talk to me, or were you making comments for her?
I think I was making comments for her.
All right. And Miss Hutton, did you have any?
Your Honor, as Mr. Holliday said, that the city was originally believed this was a third offense DUI. But Miss Glover did, she blew a .145, crashed into an on-duty police officer's vehicle going through an intersection at 3:46 a.m. after running a blinking yellow light. So that is why we're requesting the 90 days in jail and the 12 months probation.
Well, I looked at the evaluation, and the one thing that concerned me is the report of Miss Glover saying that prior to her crash, she was drinking, on the weekends, etc. It says, but she stopped once she was in her accident in 2022, and now she drinks water, apple juice, stuff like that. But then I find that on her driving history, she got a test failure in 2023. That meaning she blew higher than a .08 here in Wyandotte County. So I find the evaluation a little bit disingenuous, because she said she stopped drinking in 2022, yet she gets a test failure in 2023. I note that she pled to a DUI, third offense misdemeanor, driving while suspended, and the yield sign in this matter. So my sentence will be, she will get a 1-year sentence. She does have credit for 20 days. I did note that when she went in, she's got credit for 20 days. But I am going to require her to do 90 days in jail, because I am very concerned about this eval where she's reporting not drinking when I know she did. 12 months to spend all but 90 days, gets credit for the 90 days, credit for 20 days. She is not to violate the law in any way on probation once she gets out for 12 months. She'll be on probation with our city probation. She's got to pay the fines and costs. The fine for the DUI is $2,500. Count 2 for driving while suspended is 100. And the stop or yield sign, I believe that's 80. Is that correct, Ms. Hutton?
Yes, ma'am.
She's got to pay those fines and costs. Court costs are $23.50, the state fee. She cannot have any negative law enforcement contact. She cannot drink at all. You say you're not drinking, but clearly you have been. You will not drink at all. No illegal substances. There will be random drug and alcohol testing once you're released from jail. You cannot drive unless properly licensed and insured. I am going to require, because I note on your driving history that ignition interlock is available to you. I want you to prove to probation that you have ignition interlock in your vehicle.
I don't even have a vehicle, Your Honor. And Your Honor, I've been doing real good. You know, I got to have surgery on my arm and all that.
Right, I noticed that in your report there. It must be proven. Once you get that car, because I'm going to tell you right now, you're telling me right now you don't have a car.
Yes,
Fine.
I don't drive at
If
all.
you get caught driving any vehicle, whether it's yours or not, you have to have ignition interlock in it.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
if probation reports to me that you got a ticket for no driver or driving while suspended or speeding or whatever it is in any car and there is no ignition interlock in it, you will be sitting right back in jail. I can't stress this enough. All right.
Your Honor, can I
You
please
had
go home today?
ma'am,
Please?
you claim that you don't have any problems with alcohol, but you have 3 DUIs. I don't know how you don't think you've got a problem. Okay.
Your Honor, my
Hang
client
on,
has-
I'm not finished. No alcohol, drugs. If you are taking any prescribed medication, I need you to report that to your probation officer. You must attend a MAD impact panel. You can get that scheduled with probation once you're released. I always say follow these recommendations, but they really didn't have much in the way of any kind of recommendation. But I'm going to tell the probation that if they get any inkling that you are starting to drink, you will be going to some type of treatment. Now, I'm also going to require you to do 20 AA meetings once you are released. And you're going to have to report to probation on once you are released from jail. You're not getting out of jail until you complete 90 consecutive days. You've done 20, which you will get credit. And once you are released, you'll have to report to probation. Now, probation is on a Thursday.
But Your Honor, it's Christmas. I want to be with my grandkids and stuff.
Well, you know, this
I ain't been
DUI
doing
happened
nothing.
back in 2023.
That's when my kids
You
had
could
got
have
in
had
trouble.
this taken care, ma'am. You could have taken care of this a long time ago. But because of your actions and your delays and your failing to appear, this is what happens.
But Your Honor, my kids had got 60 years.
I
and
want
50
you
years.
to,
That's what
you'll be
happened.
reporting to probation on March 5th, and we'll send this over to the jail, March 5th at 10 a.m. If you are not in custody, if you do not appear on that March 5th at 10 a.m., you will be, a warrant will be issued and you'll be back in jail.
Where's it located at?
Is there,
Judge,
sure, Mr. Holliday?
I'm gonna try to advocate. I know my client's not gonna stop, so I'm gonna try to advocate for her briefly. I know the court may have already made up their mind. I would like to proffer possibly one alternative. as it relates to the 90 days, perhaps she could do 90 additional days on house arrest with a monitor, either some type of breath monitor or scram device, which would ensure that she is not drinking. I did not get an opportunity to speak to the concern that the court had because I wasn't quite sure what the concern was until you voiced it. But I think that that would help alleviate your concern that there might have been some miscommunication or misunderstanding as it relates to when her drinking stopped. That if she can prove on house arrest, total lockdown house arrest with maybe scream, that she is not drinking, maybe she deserves the house arrest. And perhaps if she messes up, then maybe she deserves the time. If you've made up your mind, I understand, Judge, but I thought it was worth mentioning.
And I appreciate that. And I'm sure Miss Glover also appreciates it. I would entertain a motion after she does at least 30 days, that if it's, and you get it all set up for house arrest, et cetera, to possibly review that again. With the scram or the device to blow into while she's in house arrest, I don't have any problem with that either. You can ask the court for a modification. But at this time, that will be my order. March 5th at 10 a.m. at this point is when you are to report to probation. It's on the same floor as the court, and it is just off the elevators to the left. That'll be the order of the court. Right.
And then what I supposed to, and so
That's
I,
the, and
I,
that's the
I,
end of
I
the
don't
year.
think it's gonna change. I
Yeah,
don't think
you
it's gonna
can
change.
give your headphones back to the jailer.
okay, so, okay, yeah,
Have your family call, have a family, you can call me or have a family member call me, and I'll explain
okay,
to
I'll
you
be
what
under
the
30
next
days.
possible, what the next, no, I'll explain to you what the next possible strategy is. Because
Okay,
it's clear to me that you don't understand what just happened. So you just give me a call and I'll explain to you what the next possible strategy could be.
okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day. Merry
You
Christmas.
too. Merry Christmas, Judge.
And just making sure we're done.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Shepherd will be next.
Hello, Miss Shepherd. I'm Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have a number of charges here that have been unresolved. Inattentive driving, no registration, no insurance. Those tickets were received January 29th of 2025. And then you have a failure to appear summons and possession of drug paraphernalia. Those tickets were received November 2nd of 2025. All of these charges do not require jail time, therefore I cannot appoint a lawyer for you. However, if you wish them set for trial, I can absolutely set them for trial. What I have done though is Miss Hutton is here. She's the prosecutor. She can give you some type of plea offer. If you don't like what she's offering, we can clearly set it for trial. So what I'd like for you to do is visit with Miss Hutton concerning her plea offer, and then we'll come back and visit and see, how you want to proceed. So if you'd ask the gentleman that gave you those headphones to put you in a breakout room, you'll be able to speak to the prosecutor in private.
Josh Whitman,
Yes,
for the previous lady Glover,
yeah,
do you say 2,500 for the fine amount?
yes.
Okay,
For
Thank
the
you.
count 1, count 2 was 100,
yes,
count 3 is 80.
okay, because, I suppose that what's her name? Ashley had to enter the attorney reg, or I can do it, right?
Yes, you can do it because I'm
Okay.
sentenced her. And that's the minimum mandatory fine for a third misdemeanor.
Uh-huh, okay. Thank you.
Yes, Ms. Sutton?
Your Honor, I was able to speak with Ms. Shepherd about these cases. The main concern obviously being the no insurance charge. Ms. Shepherd reports that she was driving someone else's vehicle at the time. She has reached out to that person several times since to try and get verification of insurance. She has not been able to do so. I've explained to her that, you know, that we allow, if she provides 6 month prepaid insurance, that we would take that in lieu of insurance for that day, and it would only be $100 fine. Ms. Shepherd is currently being held on a state case. And she is asking for a continuance to allow her to reach out to her family and see what they think her best options would be. I did explain that if she were to plead guilty to the no insurance, that her license would be suspended for 90 days.
Ms. Shepherd, how long is it going to take you to reach out and see what they can do for you?
Just as long as the court would allow. I'm not gonna ask for.
I can barely hear you.
I'm sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Just as long as the court would allow for continuance, just a normal amount, a couple weeks, or I don't know how long you guys are set back with the holidays. I don't want to inconvenience you guys at all.
Well, you're not inconveniencing us. And quite frankly, do you know if you're going to be released anytime soon? I know you might have a hold, but
I don't have a whole, that's the thing. I don't know if I'm gonna be released on pretrial release or if they're gonna
Right.
be asking for prison. I don't really know what's gonna
gotcha.
happen.
Okay. All right, because I'm looking at. I'll set it for January 20th. That's another Tuesday
Okay,
at 1 o'clock.
okay,
And if you are in custody, we'll know. If you're out, you need to be here.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. And it's in City Hall on the second floor.
Okay,
Okay. And if you just come into City Hall, they'll direct you to where the court's at, if you can't
yes,
remember that. All right. So I will go ahead and continue it to January 20th at 1 p.m. And hopefully you can contact your family members to get information to the prosecutor's office. All right.
yes, Your Honor.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Did you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right. That'll conclude the hearing then.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
And next will be Ms. Bailey.
Hello, I am Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have some unresolved matters here that do not require jail time. Therefore, I cannot appoint a lawyer for you. There are 3 counts of failure to appear and 2 counts of trespassing.
Okay.
Most of the charges that you have, some in October of this year, and the other charges are from July of 2024 and February of 2024. You have an absolute right to a trial in these matters, and if you want them set for trial, we can do that. But what I'd like for you to do is visit with Ms. Hutton. She's the prosecutor in this case. That she can give you some type of plea offer. If you don't like what she's offering, then we can clearly set it for trial. But I want you to at least get what they're offering. So if you would talk to the gentleman that gave you those headphones to put you in a breakout room, you'll be able to talk to Ms. Hutton in private about her offer.
Okay.
Ms. Hutton?
Your Honor, I've been able to speak with Ms. Mayeli. The city is requesting, and she has agreed to pay, to plead guilty to one of the failure to appears, one of the trespassings for a total of $200 with the admonition that she is not to return to 2911 North 52nd Street and 6000 Leavenworth Road. Also, Your Honor, Ms. Mayeli was concerned about her being able to pay in a timely fashion, and I believe she has some questions for you regarding that.
All right. First off, let's start off. You understand by entering these pleas that you're giving up your right to a trial in these matters. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. And these 2 charges really will not affect your criminal history in any way if you have other matters pending over in district court.
Okay.
The 2 trespass charges and the failure to appear, it's my understanding that's how you want to plea, and then the other 2 charges would be dismissed, correct?
Yes.
3,
Okay.
ma'am, because there's 2 failures to appear and 1.
She's got 2 trespassing and 1 failure to appear that's being dismissed.
2 failures to appear that are being dismissed. Am I mistaken, ma'am?
Well, that's not what's showing on the attorney rec. I show a guilty for a failure to appear.
Oh, I apologize, Your Honor. I made a mistake. I have
Let's get it
adjusted.
fixed and then I'll relook at it here.
Yes, ma'am. Try again. It should be good now.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to come in and out.
Might have to back out. Yes, ma'am. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. 'Cause- sorry.
'Cause- All right, let's start over here. Well, I now have a guilty on trespass and a guilty on a failure to appear. Is that what
Yes.
we're doing? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
all right. Okay, starting over. What you are possibly agreeing to is pleading to a trespass and a failure to appear, and all the other charges will be dismissed. Do you understand that?
Yes.
By entering these pleas, you're giving up that right to a trial. The city must prove you did these things. You don't have to prove anything. But by entering these pleas, you're giving up your right to the trial.
Okay.
And that's how you want to proceed?
Yes.
All right. Now, I know there's some, I'm going to agree with the plea agreement. There was some indication that you had issues with the, you'll owe $200.
Yes.
And you're going to need some time to pay.
Yes.
All right. Because I noticed you have another charge here that's in payment status, that is a no insurance ticket that you owe $323.50 still.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I just want you to be aware that's still sitting there. Okay. But I can give you time to pay. That's not an issue. All right. I will tell you though that in the new year, we're going to be going to collections. So if you fail to appear and you don't pay by the date I will give you to do that, then it'll go to collections and they'll try to collect it in some way. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right. All right. So to the charges of trespassing and failure to appear, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I didn't hear you.
Plead guilty.
All right, I'll accept your plea. Please, the other charges will be dismissed. You are not to return to that 2911 North 52nd Street or the 6000 Leavenworth Road. I always say Wyandotte County is a big, big place. You can go to many different places, just not those two. Okay?
Okay.
I will assess the fines as noted, and I will give you time to pay. I believe ours is the only charges that you have. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, you're not being held on anything other than this. So what I'll do is I will continue this matter to the end of February for payment. I will go to that February 27th date. That's the last Friday of the month, February at 1 o'clock. If you have not paid anything by then, you need to come and appear in court or it's going to get turned over. Okay. All right. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. We will send over paperwork to the jail and you should be released today because I don't see any other holds. All right.
Thank you.
All right. You have a good day.
You too.
Just checking all done, Judge.
Yes.
All right, moving up, Antonio Broom, I've got to make my way back to the jail, so I'll be back soon.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, do you know of a different fine for failure to appear?
Not right off the top of my head.
Yep, that sounds good to me, boss. Just wanted to know.
Pardon me, Judge, I'm gonna call an audible. We're gonna do Angel Rocha Reyes, and he is on his way down here momentarily.
That sounds fine.
Thank you. And pardon me again, here's Mr. Rocha.
All right, thank you. Hello, I'm Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have some unresolved matters here that we need to do something with. I wished you to understand that you have an absolute right to a trial in these matters. The charges are a signal violation, no registration, no driver's license, and inattentive driving. Looks like you received the tickets August 6th of 2024. What I've done is I have the prosecutor here, Miss Hutton, that I'd like you to visit with to see if there is some way we can resolve this matter. If you don't like her plea offer, you can always set it for trial. So if you would ask the gentleman that just gave you those headphones to put you in a breakout room, you'll be able to speak with the prosecutor in private.
Leave those on. Just talk one-on-one with.
Your Honor?
Yes, go
I
ahead.
was, oh, sorry. Yes, ma'am. I was able to speak with Mr. Roca Reyes, and he agrees to plead guilty to violating a direct arrow signal, the driver's license, and inattentive driving for a total of $333.50. And the city would drop the operating without a proper vehicle license.
Sir, did you just understand what she said?
Yes.
That you'd be entering into some pleas. I show guilty on all counts, Miss, on the attorney rec.
I apologize, Your Honor. I didn't click save on my
Gotcha.
change.
Yeah.
But it should be working now.
All right, let me. All right. All right, sir, it's my understanding that you're going to plead to inattentive driving, failing to display a driver's license, and violating a traffic control device, basically. And the city's willing to dismiss the no proof of registration. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
All right. I believe, the signal will go on your driving history, but the other charges will not, all right? I don't have any problems with fines and costs, but I want you to understand that by entering these pleas that you're giving up your right to a trial. Is that how you want to proceed today?
Giving up trial, would that mess up any of like, oh, I don't, yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying that, you have a right to a trial, but by entering the plea, you're giving up your right to a trial. If you had a trial, you could be found not guilty of all of these things, or you could be guilty of all of the things, and that's why when you enter into the plea, you're getting a little benefit because she is willing to dismiss one of the charges. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yes.
All right. I don't have any problem with the fines and costs. You'll owe a total of $333.50. But before we figure out how you're going to pay that, I'll take your plea to the charges of inattentive driving, failing to display a driver's license, and the signal. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
All right, I'll accept your plea. The other charge will be dismissed. That $333.50, how long do you think it'll take you to pay, to get that paid?
Um, just a full week and a half.
Okay. I'll give you a little bit more than that so that we can, make sure you get it paid. I will go to the end of January, January 30th at 1 o'clock. So that gives you plenty of time. You'll be getting out of custody because I don't think there's any holds on you except this. I will send over paperwork to the jail to get you out, but I expect payment by that January 30th date, or you will have to come to court and ask for more time. All right?
All right. I
Okay.
appreciate that.
All
It's
right.
$330 something, you said?
$333.50.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. And you can pay online or you can pay at City Hall on the second floor at the clerk's office.
Second floor. Got it.
Second floor. Yeah. All right. Did you have any other questions?
Not really.
All right. All right. Well, if you have no other questions, that'll be the end of the hearing. You can give your headphones back.
Just checking we're done there, Judge.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna move to Andrews and pick up Broom at the very end.
Okay. Sounds good.
Excellent.
Ma'am, do you have 10 charges for Mr. Andrews? I think I should have 12, and I'm just trying to figure out which are the two that aren't pulling up.
All right, let me just get this saved here.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I'll check it out. Andrew. I got 12.
Okay, now that I did them by violation date and time, I should have 12 too. Okay,
Okay, sounds good.
I clicked on the wrong one. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Judge, double audible. We're going to do Broom. That opened up and he was right next door. So he'll be here
Oh, sure.
momentarily. Thank you.
Okay.
And Judge Mr. Broom is here.
All right, thank you.
How you doing, Mel?
I'm doing great. I'm Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You've got some unresolved matters here. Some stem from, you have a vagrancy charge from 2023, a failure to appear summons, and 3 trespassing charges from 2024, and most recently, a trespass and a vagrancy from 2025. I want you to understand they have a right to a trial in all of these matters, but most of these do not require jail time. Therefore, I cannot appoint a lawyer for you. I have Miss Hutton here. She is the prosecutor. What I'd like for you to do is visit with her concerning these charges. If you do not like what she's offering you, then that's no problem. We can set them for trial, but at least I want you to know your options.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you would tell the gentleman that gave you those headphones to put you in a breakout room, you'll be able to speak with Miss Hutton privately
Okay.
to discuss these charges.
You put me in the breakout room.
Judge said you're going to talk to the prosecutor directly.
The police see me every day, no, I don't bother nobody, you know what I mean? Yes,
Your
ma'am.
Yes, Miss Hutton.
Your Honor, I was able to speak with Mr. Broom. The city gave him the offer to drop the failure to appear, the 2 vagrancies, and the 2 older trespassing cases. If Mr. Broom would plead guilty to the 3 trespassing cases that were most recent, the city would agree to let him serve 13 days, Your Honor, which approximately would, I believe he would be able to be out today, Your Honor, as he went in 12/10. He also is aware that he has an admonition not to return to 625 Minnesota Avenue, Huron Park, 1211 North 8th Street, 1201 North 7th Street Trafficway, and 1015 State Avenue. Also, Mr. Broom wanted the court to know that he does have, he has a homeless shelter that he's working with now, and so he has some services, ma'am.
Excellent, excellent. All right, Mr. Broom, it's my understanding. Did you understand what Miss Hutton just said?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're going to plead to some of these things.
Yes,
You'll
ma'am.
get
All of them.
credit for the time that you've served. Get out today.
Yes, ma'am.
But you've got to promise not to go back to these places
I
on
won't, ma'am.
Minnesota, the 8th Street and 7th Street.
I won't, ma'am.
All
I
right.
promise to God I won't, ma'am.
Well, I will tell you this. I mean, Wyandotte County is a big place. You can go to a lot of different places that aren't these.
I will, ma'am.
Does that make sense?
I promise to God I will, ma'am.
All right. Now, I want you to understand and make sure that by entering these pleas, you're giving up your right to a trial.
Yes, ma'am.
You have the city must prove you did these things. You don't have to prove anything, but by pleading to it, the city doesn't have to prove anything. Okay, is that how you want to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So to the 3 charges of trespassing, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, ma'am.
All right. I'll accept your plea. The other charges will be dismissed. You don't owe any fines or costs. You'll get credit for the 13 days in jail, and you've got to stay away from. I'm going to list them out again so you know.
I will, ma'am.
625 Minnesota, Huron Park, 1211 North 8th Street, 1201 North 7th Street, Trafficway, and 1015 State Avenue. Can't go there to any of those places.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you have any questions at all?
No, ma'am.
We will send over the paperwork to the jail and you'll be getting out when they can, process you through. All right.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I wish you a Merry Christmas and I'm
Yes,
glad
ma'am.
you
And
found
a
some
Happy New Year,
service.
ma'am.
You also.
That part.
All right. Thank you. You can give your headphones back.
All right. Now, Andrew's different pod. It'll take me a few minutes and I'll be back.
Sure. Ms. Hutton, I also noticed on that, Ms. Glover, her reason that she claimed that she got the DUI. She took prescription medicine and fell asleep, but she blew a .14. You see a problem with that?
Yes, ma'am. I have
Um,
questions.
I do. I did.
What prescription?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't know what she's talking about.
okay. Are you here today or tomorrow, ma'am, as well?
Yes.
Okay. I probably won't see you though. Cause it's Griffin in the morning.
Well, no, and I'm doing the afternoon. I don't know who's doing the afternoon.
Okay.
Who's doing the afternoon? Is that Sarah or you?
Let me, I,
I mean, I just wondered.
nope, I've got it. I just need to pull it up. Tomorrow is the 24th. It might be me. It's me.
All right, well, then I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Oh, hi, Jim. Bye, Jim.
Hi there. We're ready, Mr.
Okay.
Andrews. Here we go.
Can you put this on? Okay, I got it.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have some unresolved matters here. Let me pull them up. Well, it helps if I can type. What's happening here? Oh. They are, let's see, 2 counts of failure to appear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counts of trespass and 3 counts of vagrancy. All of these do not require jail time, therefore I cannot appoint a lawyer for you. I do wish you to understand they have an absolute right to a trial in these matters. But what I'd like for you to do is visit with the prosecutor, Ms. Hutton, who's here to give you a plea offer. If you don't like the offer, we can always set it for trial, but I want you to understand what your options are. So if you would ask the gentleman that gave you those headphones to put you in a breakout room, you'll be able to speak to Ms. Hutton in private concerning these matters.
Okay.
She said you're going to talk to the prosecutor. When you're done,
And I just clicked save.
All right.
Apology.
No worries. Miss Hutton, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. I was able to speak with Mr. Andrews. We spoke about the cases. The city is willing to drop the 2 failure to appears. The city is willing to drop 2 of the trespassing charges, and 2 of the vagrancy loitering charges, leaving, I believe that is 6. Uh, uh, Essentially, Mr. Andrews is willing to do 14 days in jail, which would mean he would be released tomorrow evening. And he is aware that he is not to return to the following locations: 3901 Rainbow Boulevard, 6429 State Avenue, 3750 State Avenue, and 4701 State Avenue.
All right. It looks like, Mr. Andrews, did you understand what the prosecutor just said?
Yes.
That it looks like you're pleading to 5 trespassing charge, 1 vagrancy charge, and all the other charges will be dismissed.
Okay.
That you'll have to spend 14 days in jail, and that'll get you out tomorrow afternoon. So you'll be out before Christmas.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
There's no fines or costs. However, you got to not return to those locations she listed. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Wyandotte County is a big place. You can go all sorts of places, just not theirs.
Okay.
Okay. I will say the one is KU Med. I don't want you hanging around there, but if you had a medical emergency and were taken there, you wouldn't be in violation. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. But otherwise, stay away from there.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay. So for the charges, the 5 charges of trespass and the 1 of vagrancy, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Mm-hmm. Guilty.
All right. I'll accept your plea. The other charges will be dismissed, and we will send over paperwork that will get you released tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Did you have any questions at all?
No.
All right. Well, I wish you a Merry Christmas and good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
No problem. And Judge, that's our list.
That's what I show.
Just, I've said it many times, I will be here Friday, 10 to 6:30 like normal. Do you think
Okay.
you're going to have video court? Is there any
Oh,
indication?
there will be none. No.
Oh, okay, just paper.
There will be none. Just, I'll just send paperwork to, get people in or out or whatever.
Okay, sounds good. I
Okay.
won't get to it till about 10:15. I
Oh,
work 10 to
no.
6:30 on Fridays, so.
Yeah, no, yeah, and you're not there Christmas Day, correct?
That is correct. All of
All right.
our civilian side will be closed Christmas Day and New Year's Day. So whatever
got
we're
you.
talking about this week will apply to next week.
Okay, sounds great.
All right,
You have
bye
a Merry
all.
Christmas.
Merry
Yeah, thanks
Christmas.
everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.